Riddle me this. What is the beginning of eternity? The end of time and space, the beginning of every end, and the end of every race. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. This is Run on Time HD. Today, we just watched The Batman, an early showing, fan event, and a really good movie. I will review it more in depth when I get to the house, so see you there. Yeah.
Stay still! Get out of here! I'm vengeance.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Ticket Tuesday. This week on Ticket Tuesday, we got to see The Batman. Early showing of The Batman. And for the early showing of The Batman, we got some pins. Talking about the movie now, it was really good. In my opinion, I really liked it. And we haven't gotten a standalone Batman film in a long time. And I think this Batman movie is really good. And I'm going to try to stay, spoiler free throughout this review, because there's some really good scenes in this movie that I wouldn't like to spoil, but there isn't much spoilers to give. You know, it's your average, not that the movie is average, but your, normal Batman, story, right? The story is, the average Batman story. Not, quality, but, you know. I mean, Batman fighting a bad guy, the bad guy, trying to destroy Gotham, you know, they usually try to do that, you know what I mean? The bad guy being crazy, all that stuff. It's different, but it's similar, it's familiar at the same time. It's not the average Batman story, I take it back, it's not the average Batman story. It's not really like a superhero film at all, really, when I'm thinking back on it. It's more of a detective film, because Batman doesn't really fight Riddler. You know, he talks to Riddler at one point, and he doesn't fight Riddler physically. You know what I mean? He doesn't fight Riddler, which I kind of like. I like that. Because it's more to what Batman is as a character. You know what I mean? So, I like that. I like how it goes to what Batman is. He's a detective, right? It's more of a investigation movie, about the murders and the mystery of what's going on here, what Riddler knows and what he doesn't know. You know what I mean? I think this movie is more akin to Batman the Animated Series than really any of the movies, in my opinion, because not only because I think the story seems kind of like a story that would be maybe in an animated series movie or an animated series episode, maybe just a longer Batman the Animated Series episode. And the reason I say that is I also say that because the Batman, Robert Pattinson Batman, I think he's a lot like the Batman Animated Series Batman, in the way that he, talks to the cops, and how, he disappears all the time, you know, he disappears and reappears all over the place, he's a ghost. It's great. So those are, I think it's fairly similar to the animated series, which I think is a good thing, because I like the animated series, who doesn't, but, yeah. Also, another way that it's like the animated series is that it's dark, it's gritty, it's serious, you know, it's not very comical or campy, you know, it takes itself seriously, which the animated series did, and, just gonna go off on a little tangent here, the animated series really, innovated for more mature cartoons, because at the time, cartoons were just thought to be kiddie stuff, right? They were just thought cartoons were only for kids, which has not, that they don't do that anymore. Cartoons can be for anybody, which I like. But now I'm gonna talk about the villain, the Riddler. Also, the Penguin was there, but he wasn't really a main villain. He was just kind of there. Penguin was good though. He was great. But I think the best, like one of the highlights of the film, there's a lot of highlights from the film, but Riddler is there, and man, he's a great Riddler. We haven't gotten a live action movie Riddler, at least. I haven't seen all of Gotham, but I know that there's a Riddler in Gotham. And I haven't watched it all the way through, but I've heard he's a good Riddler. I haven't seen Gotham in like 5 years, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. But then we got Jim Carrey. Jim fucking Carrey as Riddler. He was really cartoony and comic booky Riddler, to be honest. And this Riddler, while still being pretty ridiculous, he's insane. He's not comical, actually. He's insane. But he's, criminal genius, right? But he's also a terrorist, and he's insane. But I think he's really, the actor that's playing him, well, he's not well known, to me at least, but the guy that played Riddler, I think, did a really good job at playing a crazy person, because he was really enjoyable to watch on screen. He was really enjoyable to watch because the guy's performance, he was just really into his role, which I really dig. Like, you could tell he was enjoying playing a crazy person, which I think is great. And also, another thing that I like to mention, the Riddler actually has goons in this version, which I also really like. I really like the Riddler goons in this, because they actually, they look like him. Because you know how in, the comic books and stuff, like the older ones, but like in the comic books or in the animated series, the henchmen they would have like a theme. They would be themed after the villain that they work for. And that's what I like. You know what I mean? Like, the Joker henchmen would be dressed up like clowns. The Riddler henchmen would be like, they would have like coats with question marks on them. You know, the Two-Face goons would have like dual colored shirts and shit. It's mainly from the Lego games. I'm biased because I've played the Lego games, but still, I really like that. I really like that the henchman actually looked like Riddler. I just really dig that. I just love that. That was one of my favorite parts about that, whole, scene with the goons, is that they looked like Riddler. I just loved it. Also, I think, Riddler was really tricky. He was, I just liked how he acted like what maybe a real-life Riddler would have acted like. You know what I mean? He's crazy, and he's blinded by his plan. You know, there's, no cartoony dumb stuff in this. It's more grounded in reality, which I like. You know, Batman isn't invincible. At one point, he gets his ass kicked. He hasn't been Batman for a long time, okay? Bruce hasn't been Batman for a while, so he still has to get used to it, right? Because he fucks up sometimes in this. He's not perfect. At one point, even when he's fighting people, sometimes he gets hit, right? He doesn't, dodge every move like he's fucking Neo dodging bullets. He doesn't dodge every single punch. Sometimes he can get he gets his ass handed to him a few times in this. Which, not bad, but he can get beat up pretty bad. Which I like. Not beat up. He takes some hits, right? He gets shot quite a bit, and I like actually when he gets shot, but even though he's wearing, bulletproof armor, he can still feel it, right? He still feels the bullets, and you can still, when they get shot, he, recoils back. You know, his, body recoils back when he gets shot, and I really like that. But another thing that I find weird, if these guys know that he's wearing bulletproof armor, why don't they just shoot him in the head?
Because then the movie would be over, dumbass.
They're like, I can't shoot Batman in the head because he's Batman. But anyway. Yeah, but by the way, I like this movie. I liked this movie. I liked its style. You know, I liked the way its theme. I liked its color palette. Not color palette, color. I liked its red, its emphasis on red. There's a lot of red in this movie. which I like it. I think it looks nice. I like as I said, I like the theming of red. Even the credits are red. The text is red. Now that I've seen this movie, my live-action Batman, at least, in my opinion, I think it would be Robert Pattinson. I think he is a really good Batman. And in my eyes, when I think of a live-action Batman, if I think of a good live-action Batman, not that the other ones weren't good, but in my opinion, my definitive Batman, live-action Batman, would be Robert Pattinson. Because I just think he played a really good Batman in this. And I hope to see him in more movies, because they're planning a trilogy, and this movie, I bet, is going to make a shit ton of money. So I hope that they make a sequel with Joker. I'm hoping they're making a Joker. You'd get Clayface. Actually, Clayface would be pretty fucking cool. Actually, if they added Scarface, that would be pretty good. Yeah, hang on. I think maybe Clayface, definitely Joker, Scarface possibly. What would you guys like to see in the next Batman movie? Which villains do you want to see? Are they obscure? Or do you want to see some villains be put into the spotlight? Put it down in the comments. You know? I want to hear your opinions, fellas.
Just the fellas? Fuck you, ladies.
Fuck you, ladies. Fuck you, by the way. Your opinion doesn't matter on this channel.
Jesus Christ.
Only our opinions matter.
Obviously, I gotta cut that all out.
Fuck!
Go ahead.
Damn it. Anyway, I think I've said my piece. I'm gonna just get to the rating now. I would rate this movie an 8 out of 10. Give it an 8 out of 10, and, yeah. Go see this movie, by the way. Support your local theater. Even though they're definitely going to make a sequel, because people are seeing this movie, just add more money to their wallet so they can make more. If you like Batman, go see this movie. I bet you would love this movie if you like Batman. You will not be disappointed. I recommend it. This movie, Runtime HD approved. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends, share it with everybody you know, share it with your dog, share it with your cat if you still have one. Share it with your fish. But you know, I didn't mean any of that. I remember to say, hope you guys hated this video, unsubscribe, dislike, and tell me how much you hate me in the comments. Signing off. Ugh. So guys, since you've made it this far, I shall answer my riddle. The answer is the letter E. There it is. There it is. What should I talk about?
You should talk about the movie.
Yeah, that's a great advice.
You know why?
Why?
Because we're shooting a video about the movie. Yeah. You should talk about the Batman specifically, not just any movie.
Yeah, you can't talk about any movie. That would be too difficult. Well, you can't top the Bat-Tusi.
That's staying in.